G'day and welcome back to Duxler Gaming and Riverview Farm. That's right, we are back at Riverview. Continue on with our farming and we are going to get straight into it. Now, I apologise straight off the bat if the audio is a little bit different. I have tried to tune it a little bit more. It may be a little bit high, maybe a little bit low. I'll see how it goes. But you shouldn't see too much of it. Maybe just a slight sound variation. But anyway, we'll see how things go. All right, what are we going to do today? Well, we have got a field to harvest. We've got this field right over here to harvest, so we're going to get that going. Let's just have a bit of a recap. So this field over here is ready to harvest. If I bring my screen up, that'll tell me what's going on. So we've got sorghum there. We've just harvested the sorghum over there as well. If we have a look at the map, we'll see exactly where we're situated. So, lots of courses laid out on this field, but anyway. So field 15 is what we're going to harvest now. And that's the last of the fields we have ready for harvest. So that's fine. Once we get this guy going, he's going to harvest. We're going to put him on a course play course. There are some other things I'm going to do. And it includes wiping out a field. And I'll explain that in a minute. Anyway, without further ado, let's get this guy started. And we'll get our sorghum harvested. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn him on. We're just going to quite simply go in here. I'm going to set this up straight off the bat. Create the job. All we want to do is this. We'll let him work out where he's going to go. 8.5 meters, that's fine. 3 headlands is fine. We're going to do sharp again, that's fine. Do lands. Yep, that all looks fine to me. So we're going to generate that one. There we go, generated. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to escape out of there. We're going to get him going. First waypoint. And off you go. Now, we need a trailer for him to load into. I've also got this guy here. He's supposed to be continuing on his work as well. So I'm going to get him to continue seeding. He's seeding this field that we harvested just recently. So we're going to get that started. And we're going to continue along into here. And we're going to continue him on his course as well. And off he goes. Right. So we need to have something over here for it to offload into. Now, what have we got? All our tractors are attached to something at the moment. I haven't got anything to offload into. Problems. Right, let's have a look around the farm. See what we've got. Because I've got a trans-based tray. Oh, there we go. We've got the auger wagon, haven't we? Right, so let's use that. Okay. So we've got this guy here. We'll take him across and get him. In fact, there we go. There's our other Trans 70. I knew I had another one here somewhere. Our blue one. Oh, what's he got in it? Wheat. It's not going to work, is it? All right. No, auger wagon it is. Right, let's go. Grab that. First plan was the best plan, as it more often is. And we'll take that over and get him located there so the harvester can come up and auto unload. Right. Okay. All right, off we go. Lickety split. Right, now, a couple of things as well while we're driving on down to the field. Would have heard it in my other series, but of course, by now, most of you should have, if you wanted it, the 1.4 update to the Dragon Den pack. Black Dragon has released it, and it is fantabulous. So it brings on a whole pile of new stuff we can use. Most importantly, it gives us another use for all of our animals. And for some animals, it gives us a primary use. Because, oh, pardon me, with the pigs, we don't really have a use for the pigs, do we, generally? What we do now, meat. So, well, it's not just meat. But we've got that, so that will be good to go. So we can look at that a little bit later. We haven't got a butcher's or anything set up here yet, so we have not going to get that going quite yet. But it's certainly something that will and can happen later on down the track. All right, so there we go. You're done. Excellent. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to take this guy here for a drive. In fact, I don't... Oh, yeah, I'm going to take it for a drive. Because I am going to clear it. Nah, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. All right. Let's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into flight mode. I'm going to go a bit of a journey. Okay. So this is the farm, obviously. Now, we were talking previously about how we're going to expand. We've got a cow pen over here. We've got 2 sheep pen, and we do want to expand our animal production, obviously leading in with 1.4 now. And we did talk previously about coming all the way over here and using this area of land down here. Now, we bought this land and we've got it all decked out, ready to go, but it really hasn't got the room to put anything more than maybe 1 or 2 animal pens in there, or at least smaller animal pens. So, we're not going to use it. What are we going to do then, Duck? I'm glad you asked. Right. So, we're going to fly over here. Now, we want something that's fairly close, obviously, so we can feed our cows and whatever we put in with relative ease. Now, we've got a big escarpment sort of thing over here with lots of trees, comes over here. So we've got to travel around a bit. But we've got all this land over here is being used for fields. I don't really want to change that now. We've got that settled. We could buy land over the other side of the river, again, but that means more traveling. Well, it just so happens that we don't have a real look at this. We actually have a road that comes from our silo here, around the back. Still with me? Around the back, down through here, and into here. And we've got a nice little field here with plenty of space, and that's going to be our new animal pasture. Well, animal pastures. We're not going to turn this into one animal pasture, but we're going to use it for using our other animals and stuff, and putting cow pens and pig pens or whatever else into it as best we can fit. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, have a look at this. So we're going to go, whoops, right mode helps Duck. So that's going to cost us $219,000. We've got $1,016,000 on us at the moment. So the price of it isn't a problem. We're not going to be able to afford to put another cow pen in straight away, but we can certainly buy the land and start prepping. Now, it's got a crop in there that we're going to lose. Let's face it. So what is in there at the moment? There is sugar beets. Now, do I want sugar beets? Well, yes, no, maybe. If I put pigs in, I'm going to want sugar beets. I'm going to want sugar beets possibly for the sugar mill. But for the moment, I don't think I'm going to need it. Now, I've also got a field over here, field 1. Now, I'm toying with purchasing that as well, because that $452,000. Now, the thing with that, oops, I came out too far. That's also in the same growth state as field. Well, not quite. It's a bit behind field 4, but that could be our root crop field. It's far enough out of the way we don't think about it too much, but it could be utilized for doing root crops. Now, I'm quite tempted to do that. So it's going to be some time before we actually harvest it. Let me have a look here. We'll have a look at the calendar. Where's the calendar gone? Where's my calendar gone? I don't have a calendar because I haven't got the seasonal growth running. Anyway, so that's what we're going to look at doing. So this is the field over here that we're going to have for our root crops. So I'm going to buy this field as well. Okay. So that then means we've already got field 5 here. That means we've got this field here that's been limed, this little field here, and the last remaining field over this side is this field over here. Okay, which is quite a nice picturesque field as well. And in fact, what's the price of that one? Let's have a look at that. Field 38 is $664,000. It's a bit bigger. Okay. Let's have a look. Field 38 versus compared to field 1. So field 1 is 5.76 hectares and 38 is 8.1 hectares. So it's not that much bigger. Okay. Now field 1 is the same size or about the same size as field 17. And a little bit smaller than field 12. So field 17 and field 12, just a comparison. Field 12 is there. Where's field 17? Field 17 is here. That's in between those two fields, right? As in size-wise. That's the size of field 1. Field 1, or was that field 38? Field 1. The field 38 is just that little bit bigger. That was 8.1. So, anyway, there we go. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to first purchase our block of land over here. We're going to purchase this one. Thank you. Buy. Yes. Done. And we're going to buy this block here as well. It's start of the episode, I wasn't 100% that I was going to buy that, but well, we've done it now. All right. Now we own this block of land here, and we own this block of land over here. Now, the road is all good. We've checked out the road up through here, and that's fine. So when we need to bring in product for the sheep or pigs or whatever we have over there, if we're coming from the silo, it's just a direct line down that road, as we said before, and just over through here. Okay, so it's not too far. All right, so let's have a look, and we're going to get in there, and we're going to clear this field out because I don't want that to keep on growing, and I just want to have a look at the lay of the land. I want to level it out and see what we need to do for that. So for that, we're going to go to the shop. We're going to go construction mode, and where are we at? We're here. Right, this is our field here. Now, it's not, the reason I picked this field is it's actually pretty flat, as you can see here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to grab the landscaping tool. I'm going to get the flatten, maximum intensity. I'm going to crack that there. I'm just going to bring this in. Now what this is going to do is I'm just going to make sure I've got flat land all the way here, and it just wipes out the field as well. Okay, so it is going to put a bit more of a edge around my field. Okay, but go the bigger size now. There we go. It will just set us up so we know exactly what we've got, and then we're good to go. Right, I'm going to change that to the square. Try and square that off a little bit. Right, we're going to give that a square boundary through there. Again, I do want to try and make this relatively square that on that back line at least. Although we can actually go closer to the rock wall there. Now that's lost the level, hasn't it? It does lose the level occasionally. Yeah, it's raising it up there now. Right, so it's just going to raise this edge of it up, and that's okay. We can not going to raise up too much by the look of it. Then what we'll do is we will finesse this back in as it levels off in there. Change the mode. Bring that in. Where we said we're going to have it straight, well, we're not. We're just going to level it in here. So basically, all this area here should be nice and flat. I'm just going to round through here. Get rid of all that field. Now the edge of the field, or sorry, the edge of the hedge will actually mask off that bit of a rise there. I could raise up this area where I've got the road, but I'm not going to bother. All right, now that's not too bad. I'm going to finesse this part in here a little bit later, just purely by coming through here like this. It's quite easily done. That's not going to impact our road unless I become overzealous and go too far. But we can get a nice finish through there, and we just want to make sure that we don't have any area of land that becomes really rough and flat. All right, so that's nice and flat there now. Look at that. Excellent. All right, so that's the first part of what we're going to do. Now, let's have a look at our animal placement. So, like I said, I wanted to put at least another cow pen in. Now, I can put a cow pen down in here, and this is where I was probably looking at going with the cow pen. We do that in that way. My other option is I can go in this direction, but the problem is that makes it very tight to get around the bottom of the shed and all that sort of stuff. Because we do need to get around there to dump our... I'm saying we don't want the cows up here. The other option is I bring that all the way back up here. And this is probably going to work out a better way. You can have a little bit of forestry up there in the pen. That way they've actually got a bit of shade with the trees. But it does mean I haven't got much room to turn around if I'm going in there to collect slurry. But then I can put the slurry pit on the other side, although I've still got to collect it from there. So, look, I don't know. So while I've now done that, I'm still not 100% with how I'm going to put the pens in. Now, pigs aren't really a problem because the pigs don't take up anywhere near as much room. So, pig-wise, I can probably almost put 2 pig pens in here. Put one there. Almost fit a second one in there. And in fact, if I wanted to, I could modify this and actually have the second one down here. Or alternatively, again, I could have them back to back. I could have a pen there, a pig pen there. And there's no reason why I can't knock out some of the hedge as well and put a driveway in sort of thing. So, I mean, this is the options we've now got. So I am going to want to put more chickens in, for instance. So we'll be putting in a chicken coop. And we can put a couple of chicken coops in. Purely just for breeding chickens, obviously. Not so much for the eggs. So we could put 3 chicken pens in there, for instance, and it would fit nicely. But yeah, anyway, that's the plan now. So we've got this to work with. And we've also got, as I'm waiting for my Stream Deck to register with everything that's going on. It's not going to do it because I'm in the build mode. Yeah, so that's what we're going to look at doing, I think. All right, so that's next steps. I'm not going to necessarily get all that done now. Up through here, if we come up to the sugar beet farm, or sugar beet field, I should say. As you can see, access is all the way around through here, up at the top. I'm thinking I might blow away. Where am I? Might blow away part of. Oh no, we have got an access point there. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine. Excellent. All right, so that's where we're at for that. Okay, so we've purchased 2 blocks of land, and we've still got cash to burn. We've still got $344,000 in the kitty. All right, excellent. Now, what I need to do is I need to go. He's not unloading for whatever reason. Why aren't you unloading? Decided not to unfold the pipe properly, or have you folded the combine up? Okay. Well, I want you to put the auger out. That's what I want you to do. What's it done? I mean, you leave the guy for 5 minutes, and he just totally screws things up. Right. Folding's not allowed. Let me back on. First need to unfold the tool with the harvester. Well, I can't unfold the harvester because it won't let me. That's problematic. So my harvester is bugged out with 14,000 litres in it. Not very good at all. First time I've done that, actually. I'm quite surprised at that. Okay. Right, well, that's a problem. Right, let's quickly just see if we can rectify this. I know we're going to probably lose the product. I'm going to put my delivery point there. Slow down my running. I'm going to come in here. Where's my combine? He's here. Right, we're going to reset him. Okay. Right, now it's got the bug where it doesn't want to be entered. Right, so now what I'm going to do... Right, we'll try this again. I'm going to fill up the combine manually. Well, cheaty. I'm going to get back what we lost. If I can, if it lets me. Okay. Right. So before I connect up to that, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to there. Fill unit. Sorghum. Fill. Right, so we're full again. And we're going to output our pipe. We're going back to where we were. All right, so there we go. All done. Okay, so that's got rid of that disaster for now. Now let's hope it doesn't do it again on the next run. In fact, what we're going to do to try and make sure that doesn't happen, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say combine self unload. Oh, hang on. Activated. Stop while unloading. Activated. Always unfold the pipe. Activated. Unload on first headland. Okay. All right. We'll run it with that. Okay. So I'm going to pull the header back in. And I'm going to head him back to the last waypoint. I'm going to turn that off. And hopefully... oh, he's lost the course as well. Right. All right, let's redo the course very quickly. So that's a bit of a pain, obviously. Great job. Right, and I'm going to go in here. Number of headlands, 3. Multiple tools, 1. Sharp, we want, yep, that's fine. Headland, up, just do up downs, and that back to there. Generate the field work. There we go. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put him on a course close to where he was up to. So we're going to drive him out wherever he was. Hopefully he wasn't too far around. And we'll just get him started again. Right. See, while I love course play, it's not always perfect, and you do need to keep a bit of an eye on it. And obviously, this hasn't worked 100%. Okay, so let's go nearest waypoint, and off we go. All right, there we go. Right, he's off and running again. Excellent. Now we'll get rid of this. All waypoints go back to start stop only. Right, there we go. Oh, man, hard work. Really is. Okay, so this guy over here is seeding. So we've got this guy here to roll that field in. So let's go and roll it. While we're combining that field and we're seeding this field, we can get some rolling done. We're using the smallest tool possible to roll, obviously, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It'll do the job. Maybe. There it goes. I'm going to straight away collide with the seeder. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Damn you. Thought I was going to get away with it. Oh, I should have known better. If I'm not having any luck lately, it's only bad luck. Oh, man. Seriously. Can't take a trick lately. Anyway, that's all right. We'll tidy that up. Right, now I was going to increase my time because I noticed my time was down. So I'm going to put that back up to 15 to make up the time we've lost so far. Because we're almost at the end of the episode. In fact, I probably should put that through to 30. Triple time, because we did spend a bit of time talking at the front and we didn't actually capture that time. So that's okay. We'll capture that up. Not that it makes a lot of difference, I suppose. But we'll do the right thing. All right, so it's been a tumultuous day, I suppose. We've got lots of new land and a plan moving forward of how to deal with our animals and stuff. We just need to find a huge plot of land. In fact, that field we've just bought and we're converting in for our placeables is probably just the right size. Oh, actually, I've had an epiphany. Right, time for an epiphany. Right, construction. Production. Where's our butcher? There's our butcher. Right, that's the size of the butcher's. Guess where the butcher's going to go? Bom, bom, bom. We've got a purpose-built plot of land for the butcher. I was just about to say, we don't have a plot of land big enough because the field we just bought is almost big enough to take the butcher. You know what? A butcher will also fit in here. Fantabulous. Now, how are we going to put the butcher in here? Let me see. We can put it that way. That's relatively out of the way. We only need to face that front end. That's okay. Or we can put it in this way. Hard to judge. We can't quite get high enough to really make a good judgment. I think that might be the place to go. Let's put it in there. Not enough money. How much is it? I didn't check how much. 420,000. Ah, dolt. Right, anyway, that's where we're going to put it. Okay? When we get enough money, that's where we're going to put it. Right. Plan has come together. There you go. Flying by the seat of his pants and ducks all he pulls it off. Yep, so that's where we're going to put the butcher. Excellent. So we've got that sorted. Now what we need to do is grow more animals or breed more animals and take them for slaughter. Right, I need to take a drinks break. There we go. All right, so yeah, we've had a very tumultuous and good developed episode in that regard. So we've got a field for putting more placeables in for more animals. We've got our root crop field sorted, and we've got a placement for our butcher. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're much further afield of where I actually expected to be at the end of this episode. That is excellent, because it was concerning me that I hadn't yet planned out where the butcher was going to go. So that takes a bit of a weight off my mind, really, in that regard. So now all we have to worry about doing is harvesting product, harvesting produce, keeping our production running, making some money, and then we can buy some more animal pens, some animals, and work around the clock to get them fed, fatten them up, and take them to the butcher, and then we get to eat like kings. So that's the plan. Right, excellent. So I think my global plan, as we're about to sign off because we're getting close to that time, I think my global plan will be I'll look at having probably 2 cow pens total. I will look at we've already got 2 sheep pens, probably another 2 sheep pens, probably about 4 chicken pens total. Actually, I don't know, I might not even do pigs, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to do the pigs at the moment. I'm going to concentrate on cows, chickens, and sheep for Riverview. Not going to worry about the pigs. So that's the plan. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'll have a think about what I'm going to do for that, and then we'll get all that fixed. Now I've just noticed something. You notice something with the tractor? It's piling out a whole pile of black smoke, and that means it's about to die. It's right on the cusp of needing maintenance. Now, my good friend Up's a lazy, DC probably as well, and a few others will probably be sitting there going, right, that's typical Duck, doesn't worry about maintenance of his tractors. And normally you'd be right. However, this time I'm going to make a liar of you, because I'm going to go and get this thing maintained before it breaks down in the middle of the field. And on that note, that's where we're going to leave the episode. So we'll go off and we'll get this guy serviced. We'll continue on with the harvest. We'll continue on with the harvest until 5 o'clock in-game time, in which case we'll stop there and then we'll transition to the next game day, and we'll continue in the next episode on the next game day, which will probably be, what are we in, 4? I think we're in 4, can't remember. I think we're in 4 days for each month. So it'll be January day 4, and we'll we'll kick that into the last day of January or possibly the first day of February, depending upon how we've got it scheduled out. But anyway, that's what we're going to do for now. All right, bring in the service just in time. Look at that black smoke. That's part of that new exhaust mod as well I've been talking about in one of the couple of other episodes. So it really makes it evident that the tractor has a problem. I'm going to come over here. Condition. Look at the condition. We couldn't have left it at $10,000 for repairs. Couldn't have left it any later. Yeah. Right. Now, someone tell me as well, how do I do the paint? Right, so we got the paint. Let me just, I don't know why it's doing that. Come on, get back down. Right, I've got flying still. Hang on, let me turn that off quickly. Right, I want someone to be able to tell me, how do I repaint it? Right, do I have to come in and customize? Maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I have to repaint it entirely. Is that what it is? Maybe I have to paint a different color. If I do that, customize. No. Puts a new paint color on there. It doesn't. Anyway, so let me know. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoy what we're planning on doing with this this map going forward. If you did, leave a comment down below. And yeah, don't forget if you're don't forget to press the like or dislike button too, by the way. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do subscribe, press the alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel. Don't forget to join us on Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details down below in the description. But most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Back here at Duck's Gaming and Riverview. See you later. Bye.